defies logic, but it also makes sense in the sense that it's the last generation of amazing West Indian players, right? Like, I mean, they are the last ones left now. Kiran is also gone from Mumbai. Bravo is gone. Like who is left now? It's just the two of them, and Kolkata's had that faith in them. वो बड़ी बात है, boss. Varna, like, मतलब Dreras last season I think was a very thanda season for him, and Sunil Narine, it's like a seasonal almost. कि ऐसा एक दो सीजन एकदम मस्त पिंच हिटिंग ओपनिंग बैटिंग करेगा, फिर लाइक कभी कभी तो मिड सीजन ही उसको ड्रॉप कर देंगे, उसको वापस 7-8 पे डाल देंगे. एंड इंटरनेशनally when he's playing, he's not opening the batting or anything, dude. It's just here that
Yeah.
so
No,
I
but
don't know.
internationally he's not playing. This is internationally तो खेल ही नहीं रहा है ना.
No,
So
he's
it's like
I think last year he captained West Indies Caribbean League का team to its win, no, like a championship win. So I don't know, ऐसा
I
है like
don't
last year or last to last year. तो ऐसा खेल तो रहा है, ऐसा
I
नहीं कि नहीं खेल रहा है.
I doubt it. But just a couple of things we have to talk about. You know what I realized? Sunil Narine batting the way he's batted in these two matches, it's
Yeah.
basically the same as watching Mayank Yadav bowling. It's the same impact. Where because also when
Yeah.
you look at Sunil Narine, okay, like it's like ये कौन है इतना छोटा सा चुम्मू चुम्मू cute uncle guy who probably plays chess with Samay Raina in Bandra West and then loses and he get cramps while moving the pawn and he's smashing you around the place. You don't expect this. He doesn't have a muscle to speak of. Sunil Narine last grew a muscle in the 1997 when he went to the gym for the last time.
Dude,
But he's still impacting.
I have seen Sunil Narine in Pimpri Chinchwad at least thrice, bro. Like he looks, he looks really Maharashtrian, dude. Like with the mustache also
Yeah.
and all. Like he looks like if he was wearing aviators, he would ask for my license. You know what I mean? Like. So it's just fascinating but I think like Dreras and Narayan are kind of like the only two people in that team who follow the Chennai Super King philosophy of cricket, which is कि अभी तो क्या ही है, career तो खत्म ही हो गया, अभी मारो ऐचो. Like you look at Rahane's का, I was just seeing this stat the other day. Rahane का IPL average is 120 or something, okay, and
Yeah.
last 2 years
It's 170.
like it's like 170 or some shit, dude. Like, and no, I think it's less this year, but last year it was 170 for sure. तो ये क्या है? This is तारा एकदम एंड में एकदम ब्राइट जलता है, bro. So I think they both embrace that shit कि like last 2-3 साल है, अभी एकदम मार दो crazy के माफी.
Dude, but if you've been following Andre Russell over the last year or something like that, right? Like, I mean, now it's reached a point where you can actually see कि ये impact कहाँ से आ रहा है लोग का. Like, Andre Russell has been hitting the gym and fitness levels to a brand new addition right now. So over the last year, the amount of fitness he's been hitting is crazy. Like, it's fascinating to observe that like Ben Stokes is now like अच्छा मैं all-rounder बन रहा हूँ, थोड़ा time लगेगा मेरे को, मैं World Cup miss करूँगा, and Andre Russell is reached that peak right now. And Andre Russell is every year you think this is the end. Like you know, we are all impressed by Dhoni. Okay, we are all impressed by Dhoni as we should be because 42-year-old man, 1 month younger than me. That's why he's achieved so much. Because if I had that 1 month, I would have achieved something as well. But that's not the point.
Best, yeah.
Best. I would have been the greatest cricketer and
Rishab would have been
politician.
the other Pant.
Yeah, I would have been the other Pant. Yeah, I would have been Manoj Tiwari. I would have also been doing elections while commentating. I would have done so much. But Andre Russell is a guy who bowls and bats, which is way harder on your body. So for him to be doing both those skills is incredible.
Yeah, dude. And I think it's like what you said about Dhoni, but like it's a apt comparison because I feel like some bodies are those bodies. Like I was just thinking the other day, Andre Russell, if he was born in New Zealand, he would have made one hell of a rugby player also. Andre Russell would have made a great NFL player also. Andre Russell would he could play lacrosse also. Like that guy has that kind of body. Like it's a very Alice Perry situation. कि उसको कोई भी sport में उठा के डाल दो, excellence will be achieved. And he's a juggernaut, dude. Like he could have been an MMA fighter, he could have been a wrestler, he could have been a dangal guy, he could have been a shot putter. Like it's endless the number of things that body can do.
Yeah. But unlike our bodies, which can't achieve anything. And if you want proof of that, please ask our wives. Okay, let's take a few comments that have come in and keep your comments coming. I asked, did anybody enjoy the match? JD, which is of course Jagmohan Dalmia. The spirits of him are still roaming around in the super chat. Says agree, shouldn't be itna one-sided contest. Stick cricket jaisa lag raha tha. Completely agree. Abhishek says old uncle talks going on, which is also true. But also old uncles will say the same thing to you, which is you young people don't understand cricket at all. Even though I love T20, I just don't like itna 270 मेरे को मजा नहीं है. 220 I can still tolerate. 270 में कुछ because dude, it's like you're watching an EPL game and it's like 14-7. Is that enjoyable to you? I'm just saying
it only makes sense in Nepal, Mongolia. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, by the way, my son actually asked me, he's like, Papa, what's the highest score in international T20 cricket? And it's all franchise nations. Okay. Then we have Stijit who says, wake up, Sorabh, given a choice, would you have Narayan's cricketing skills or his hair? Here's my question. Here's my follow-up question to this. If Narayan didn't have that hair, maybe he wouldn't have achieved so much. Because I'm actually, okay, the way he was coming up in life, right? People would have spotted this guy and this skinny dude, but they saw the hair and they're like, maybe there's something in him. If he was a bald guy like me, right? They would be like, yeah, this guy, he doesn't even have the consistency to maintain hair. So how will we trust him? So maybe if I had Narayan's hair, I would have more success. Yeah, so I would say hair.
I would say hair as well for you, but I would say it from a different angle as well, because having good cricket skills requires a lot of other skills to cash in those skills.
Correct.
But good hair is just there. You wake up with it. You know what I mean? It's just there. You don't have to do anything more. You don't have to fucking go to the gym. Nothing, bro. Like just like no fitness routine. You can eat as much chole bhature as you want. Life is much easier with hair. I have it, I'm telling you.
Yeah, by the way, you might have want to center yourself a little bit. You're going a little off center.
But in life also.
Yeah. But I agree with you, because also if I had Narayan's cricketing skills, I would still have to prove to a coach that I have those skills.
Exactly.
Right. I would have to go to MIG or Sharad Pawar Cricket Academy in Mumbai and say, hey, let me try. And then somebody would have to spot me. So there's no use to me. Whereas if I have his hair, oh my God. So great question.
And at 1 month older than Dhoni, I don't think they'd even let you get into that process now.
Yeah. And like so many cricketers, I would have to lie about my age.
Yeah.
I would have to pretend to be younger. But it's like a 42-year-old man pretending to be 18. But they're like, dude, this dude is playing under 19.
Yeah. You in the under 19 World Cup and all of us are like, पर मैं इसके साथ open mic करता था, bro.
It would be great if like 11 years later, when I'm 53 years old, I have moved to the US and I'm trying to get into the US T20 team. And then they're like, young prospect Sorabh Pant, didn't make it. He's the Unmuk Chand of today's. Last couple of comments and then we break down the match a little bit. Virat Tendulkar says it's all about which team you support. As a Bengali, as a KKR fan, I enjoy. Fair enough, absolutely fine. Dale Chetty says, अबे तुम आदमी है कि चमगादड़, ठीक है, ये भी सही है.
I तो feel like a आदमी because I'm sleepy, unlike a चमगादड़ who would be awake.
Correct.
Another was a KKR final with KKR clutching it. Ooh.
I like this final. I actually do Death Killer 43 fantastic final, because it would be perfect, because in Chennai it's not Chennai playing, which again is the best. Is the best when something like that happens in cricket. I really thoroughly enjoy it, and that's why I love the fact that in the WTC final England has never made it. I'm like, हाँ करो अपने घर में, तुम नहीं आओगे इस बार भी आओगे. It's great. So justice is served. And then finally, Asli Mard Berserk says, just joined, also hated the match. So all sorts of opinions. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's get into a lot of things. We have a few things to sort of talk about. I want to talk about Rishab Pant's captaincy. First of all, two reviews missed, which is fine. But also, it seems to me that Delhi Capitals, every time, and this tells you the difference between like premier sides versus not so premier sides in the IPL, they tend to fall apart. Whether it's Khalil Ahmed, whether it's Rishab Pant, like losing it at that point. And I love Rishab Pant. He's still like one of my top 3 favorite cricketers on the planet. But his captaincy, I'm not so convinced.
I would say there's another angle to this as well. Whenever you look at a non-premier team in the league, they are much more hesitant to take decisions in the moment in the field. Like with Delhi specifically, you see that there is this sense of waiting for for the general coaching team to give some kind of input on some level or the other. Ricky Ponting मेरे को लगता है decide करता है भाई bowling change. And in that sense, that's why Rishabh Pant is a good choice for captain for him also, because वो सुन लेता है, उसको कुछ इतना कुछ खास ये भसड़ है नहीं. So उसके कारण डिसीजन स्लो हो रहे. Like I was messaging you during the match also. वो लोग को पेस ऑफ करने को कितना टाइम लगा ब्रो. पूरा पूरा मिच मार्श के बॉलिंग में, और मिच मार्श नेचुरली स्लो डालता है थोड़ा, इसलिए वो हो गया. वरना तो कोई स्कोप ही नहीं था, स्लो फास्ट डालते ही रहते थे वरना. So like these decisions would have been taken split decision in that moment right then and there. In that sense also I felt like captainship by Shreyas Iyer was also not great today, dude. Like he was just making Rohit Sharma faces for half the match. None of the bowling changes were inspired or anything. It's just that there was too much pressure and the batsman had to hit.
Dude, I was trying to figure this out. Okay, all the teams that are doing well in the IPL this year, okay, and the teams that are not doing well, there seems to be a sort of trend, which is that CSK is basically Dhoni. I know it's Fleming who's the coach, but it's Dhoni and it's everybody else. In KKR, it's Chandrakant Pandit and Gautam Gambhir. Right? I genuinely believe that the biggest problem with the foreign coaches in the IPL now is that they really do not know which young Indian players to slot in the sides, because they've not observed them at all. So I generally think that the only reason you can have Ricky Ponting as a mentor, etc., etc. I'm not so sure whether he has the time to sit and like observe कि अरे Mayank Yadav कैसा तेज डालता है. मतलब Mayank Yadav is a Delhi boy. He's not on the Delhi side. That's fucking crazy. He went to Lucknow. That is a crazy thing. He's playing a bloody Sonnet club. Obviously, there was some vibes happening. किसी ने spot नहीं किया उसको जाके. विजय दहिया जाके उसको spot किया. उसको उस दिन गौतम गंभीर को phone किया. There is no reason why somebody like that should not at least be in the horizon for these people, or maybe the scouts are not good. And the Delhi team has consistently had this problem. So I just generally think that maybe it's a thing about having Indian coaches rather than
maybe I think it's a year-round expenditure also, and you have to be very diligent with it as well. So I don't know. I mean, I'm sure everybody's taking it as seriously, but शायद उसमें अगर slip gap हो. But यार अभी जैसे तू मुंबई के मैच में देख ले, ब्रेविस को इम्पैक्ट प्लेयर करके नमन को निकाल दिया रैंडमली. लाइक यू नो, लाइक देयर आर सम वियर्ड डिसीजंस गोइंग अराउंड. In fact, if you remember that match, Piyush Chawla came out to bat before Tim David. Like I was like, एक second, ये क्यों हो रहा है? So I mean, there are some weird things going on. What I love about the league is that everybody has like some crazy ideas, and all crazy ideas get some airtime to play themselves out, dude. So I don't mind it necessarily. Like so उस हिसाब से सही है, dude. मुझे ये डर है कि as a Dream 11 fantasy person, you're pretty much fucked this season, because कोई भी फट रहा है, कभी भी फट रहा है ब्रो. डेब्यू पे लोग 50-60 मार के जा रहे हैं, लाइक कुछ भी हो रहा है. So that angle, it's very exciting as an actor.
I put in the comments what do you think about this sort of opinion. It's kind of interesting. With Rishabh Pant captaincy is a little weird. What else? Shreyas Iyer, by the way, the explosion was so crazy with Narayan, the way he was batting. I think you messaged me and we saw Shreyas Iyer and we were like, Delhi must be like, thank God.
Thank God.
ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा 140, 150 होने वाला है.
Bro, it's the haircut, bro. The haircut is not conducive to good batting. Like it's इधर साइड में से हवा आता है, हेलमेट ठंडा रहता है थोड़ा ज्यादा, तो वो हीट मेंटेन नहीं हो पाता है. I'm telling you, I have researched this for a good several seconds or minutes or so.
Dude, but also like somebody said something which I thought was interesting. Shubham Chaturvedi says Delhi has the worst Indian players except Pant. I mean, based on
it's based on what, dude?
On the two substitutions, the two people who had to come in for Kuldeep and who else was missing today? There was somebody else missing, no?
आज कोई बीच में गया है ना, मयंक पांड्या है उसकी जगह पे.
No, so whoever was Rashik and this other guy, I mean, they didn't seem very, very convincing at all. It was so yeah, I kind of agree. I'm not too convinced because you know the thing is that in Delhi, right, one of the greatest Delhi bowlers has been a guy called Rajat Bhatia. And Rajat Bhatia के ऊपर बहुत memes बनते थे कि भाई धीरे डालता था ये सब वो सब. But he used to have change of pace. He used to have Yorkers, and his IPL record was fantastic, right? And even Gautam Gambhir has said this because he's like, boss, that guy has like toiled in domestic circuit and come. A lot of the guys who are popping. I'm like, धीरे डाल रहे हो तो ठीक है, but you have to have variations. You have to have some vibe. you. मजा नहीं आया. Mukesh Kumar was injured. That's the one. Correct. Yeah, Mukesh Kumar was
injured.
injured.
नहीं यार, मतलब
so
I feel like Khalil Ahmed also, like if you look at him, like this match चलो ठीक है, but last match he was fucking great, dude. He was sublime, you know.
yeah.
So it's not that they're completely out of firepower as such. It's just that that thing has to click at the right time. आज तो भाई यार कोई भी बॉलर पैनिक मोड में चला जाता है यार. जैसे हैदराबाद में मुंबई में जैसे कर दिया भाई, बुमराह बौखला गया था. तो like it's also a factor of that ना bro. Like तुम आए हो और मैच पेल रहा है ये बंदा. और like I think we severely underestimate the height and girth of Andreas and Sunil Narine. They're large people, dude. है ना, अपना बेचारा राइस प्लेट खाता आदमी जाके बॉल डाले, उसको डर ना लगे कि मैच इतना लंबा आदमी मार रहा है मेरे को.
Dude, अभी बीच में एंड में पता नहीं, I don't know how many people saw this, but Ishan Kishan just pushed Ishan Sharma just pushed Phil Salt randomly. What is that?
Yeah, that I don't know, but
something he did.
Did you see the over the bowler's head shot, that Ishan Sharma? That's what happens when you have the height of a West Indian, but you lack the muscle mass.
But also, like, Ishan Sharma is the great Khali of cricket, and I'm fully on board with it, because it is literally just if Ishan Sharma's entire page is revolutionized with him taking random people, and because his wife is a premier basketball player for India, if he just started slam dunking human beings, like he took Phil Salt and slam dunked him, I would be on board with Ishan Sharma. I'm pulling off a great Khali across the board. I think I'm on for it. But so he did something. But Dhruv has come in with probably an interesting thing, which is Ishan, Mukesh, Aksar, Khalil, Kuldeep under the worst Indian players are in RC. I think what the suggestion was about the younger Indian players, not about people who sort of.
But here's another. Now that Aksar has been brought up, what the fuck happened? Why would you bowl Aksar for just one over? This guy comes with so much experience.
Cannot understand. Absolutely beyond belief. Yeah.
भाई ऑल फॉर्मेट प्लेयर है यार. हाँ यार, और ऑल फॉर्मेट प्लेयर है यार. मतलब एक ओवर से ज्यादा तो दे ही सकते हो तुम यार. उसको डर क्या था? इनफैक्ट it would have been the perfect यार. He's a fucking slow bowler, dude. Like वो पेस तो निकाल दिया, you know. So that's half your problem is already solved there, dude. फिर वेरिएशन में निकाल लेता, एक विकेट भी लेता तो फर्क पड़ जाता. But he just didn't give him the chance. And I don't know why. Again, like it's a very like it doesn't feel natural. Like for the captain, it doesn't feel like the decision is being taken in time, in real time by the captain.
Yeah, no, but I think it was. In fact, I think I have a feeling like he just forgot that Aksar and Ishant can bowl. Ishant should have bowled out. Ishant is not a bad bowler even in T20 in the last year and all. He's proved it, and it was better than what was on display. Which first was not being able to get in on target, and dude, they kept feeding Sunil Narine. Like I kept watching the match, and I'm like, boss, what are you? Why do you keep bowling into his body? You're trying to cramp him for room, but you're failing at it. Your bounces are completely off this thing. If that's not working, at least bowl wide. At least try something new. They just kept doing the same tactic over and over again.
और काफी कुछ underutilized था यार. बाउंसर कितने कम डाले भाई. उसके बाद you know, like when Kolkata was bowling, bouncer में तो मजे आ गए देखने में यार. That pitch was great to bounce on. They were just not able to land it.
So Ishan Sharma, completely agree. Ishan Sharma should have finished his quota, and Akshar Patel bowling one over was just one more. Try one more. अगर मतलब कितना बुरा जाता, 15 रन देता और कितना बुरा हो सकता है भाई. 15 रन देता तो still it would be at par. So okay. Let's take a few more comments that have been popping. A lot of comments popping in. Rajan Khanna says Weber Barola looks like fit and tall Samay Raina. Absolutely. Cricketers on the board. Virat says, man, either I'm dreaming or KKR has a net run rate of 2.5. Madness.
Take deep breaths, my friend. It's early in the season.
Rohit Gambhir. I don't know if this is a fake account name, but if it is Rohit Gambhir is a real name. Well played of Multiverse of Madness. Most enjoyable part was Ishant getting break. 150% agree. That was a fantastic Yorker in a match where everybody was just smashing. And also, I know a Yorker is hard to bowl, but what a ball.
Yeah. That's the test cricket coming out.
Yeah, fully. So that I enjoyed. And Sanskar Tiwari has conspiracies coming up. Just before Shaw's wicket, Aakash Chopra said, "Is ball mein kuch maza aane wala hai." and then he was out. Suspicious much.
Hey man, it's like Nostradamus. If you wait against all the times he's wrong, it's pretty embarrassing.
Yeah. And also, it's like if you put out, I've been wanting to do this for many, many years and I keep forgetting to do it, which is that you just put out a tweet. And anybody wants to try it, please go ahead. Put out a tweet saying KKR will score 165 for 4. KKR
Yeah.
will score 165 for 5. KKR will score, and just do every combination possible. And then the quote tweet saying, I did it. So it's all, everybody's just trying
Jofra
their.
Archer used to do it, bro. He used to just randomly post scores and they would come
Yeah.
true.
And Frankie Karakunis says, was Sunile Narine out in the first over? 100% out in the first over. That was sound.
Yeah.
I think he was out. Rishab Pant knocking Team India down. Now, look, this is kind of an interesting conversation to have
Hmm.
because he's had 4 matches now, right? And all
Hmm.
of us were expecting, I don't know about you, Aakash, but all of us were expecting that he's going to take the whole IPL and probably strike rate 135, maybe 140 if he's lucky.
Hmm.
And already in 4 matches, we were like, wait, is this the best? This guy's almost died. Okay, like just
Hmm.
he's almost died.
Yeah.
He's here as I mean, it would if he makes it to the World Cup side and somehow even makes India reach the semi-final or the final. That would
Yeah.
be, I would say, one of the 3 greatest cricketing comebacks in the history of the game.
Who's your other wicket keeping option? KL, Jurel.
Sanju Samson, Dhruv Jurel, Ishan Kishan, Nicholas Puran if we give him some citizenship offers.
Ishan Kishan, I feel like I don't know if the nerve is there right now.
Yeah,
And Jurel, I mean, not experienced enough to be in the conversation. So it will
yeah,
have to be between KL and Pant only, bro. And you have to do like NCA is like one of the most amazing institutions on the planet. There's a great article on ESPN Cricinfo about the rehabilitation story of Rishabh Pant as well, and you see the amount of detail that went into it. The person he worked with there also used to be a cricketer who got into a car accident. His friend passed away, and his cricketing career ended, if I'm correct. So
yeah.
so like I mean like it's entire like that's how the guy has gotten here. And plus like okay, like I'm not like nothing against Rishabh Pant at all, okay, but like people who think more tend to get more sad. Have you seen the shit Rishabh Pant says when he's wicket keeping, bro? वो ब्रो स्पाइडरमैन का आता है ब्रो, वो
अरे
ज्यादा
forget
नहीं
that. अभी
सोचता
recent,
है.
अभी अभी अजिंक्य रहाणे बैटिंग कर रहा था, ठीक है, and he pulled out at the last minute and Rishabh Pant is saying, अरे mentally games खेल रहा है यार, mentally games खेल रहा है, ऐसे ही कर रहा है. It's just, it was a great moment. I was like, boss, यही चाहिए यार, यही चाहिए मुझे. इसके लिए तो ऋषभ पंत चाहिए.
So yeah,
So a few
man.
people, Harsh Tiwari saying Jitesh Sharma. Jitesh Sharma, I don't know. I mean, this so far in the IPL not really sort of shown, but I think the thing is that if India is taking Rishabh Pant in the World Cup, which to be frank looks like a possibility which against all odds for everybody, they will probably have to take a backup because you just don't know how this thing it is. And I agree with Stijit, which is I am fully on board with Sanju Samson. I think I sincerely fucking hope against hope that this year Sanju Samson like just score 3 more 50s. That is all I demand of him.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
just please do it. Please, Sanju Samson, I beg of you. This is
yeah.
I will sign an affidavit at the court. I will get it signed by 9 different lawyers. And Kunal
Like
Kamra, who is familiar with lawyers, etc., I will get him
मेरा
to approve. Please score
मेरा
350.
इसमें एक
Yes.
ही कंडीशन है, ठीक है,
हाँ.
कि जो 350 मारे ना वो बैक एंड ऑफ द टूर्नामेंट में मारे. हमेशा साला
Yeah.
स्टार्टिंग में सही खेल के बाद में हक देता है. तो अगर एंड में
हाँ.
खेले ना तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं. एंड में मेरे को एक भी 50 मार के दे, मेरे को ऐसा पहुंचा तेरी टीम
हाँ.
को थोड़ा आगे और लास्ट मैच में मेरे को 50 मारे, तो मैं 100% विथ यू. पर मेरे को लगता है वो प्रेशर प्लेयर समहाउ यार वो फील ही नहीं आता है मेरे को कि ये कर पाएगा. उसकी आंखें एकदम मासूम सी, you know, it's very difficult to yeah, it's very difficult, dude.
आगे इतनी मासूम से. Dude, but by the way, in all the Dream 11 ads, the greatest delivery of
Yeah,
any cricketer was Sanju Samson telling Mohinder Ramana, "अरे
yeah.
sir, आप भी चलोगे." What a great! I mean, just for that, take him in the World Cup side, 150%. It's
But
great
like
delivery.
also, I think also the thing is what Rishabh Pant
You're
brings
off
to the
center
table.
again, camera wise. Yeah.
What Rishabh Pant brings to the table is the fact that this is a guy who was reverse sweeping Anderson. Like this is not somebody who gives a fuck. You know what I mean? And that attitude really can raise a team up in dire times, which I think is kind of missing with our team, Indian team. Even with the last World Cup, we sort of start looking inwards. We become very pessimistic, dude. Like, वो हम थोड़ा हार ही जाते हैं. So I think in that sense, like having a Rishab Pant going Spider-Man is like a great like up to a team. So even if he's not wicket keeping, like he should, like you can, he's a short lower order end में आके गांड मार देगा guy, you know. But is Hardik Pandya captaining India in the T20 World Cup?
No,
Is he
no, no.
gonna
Rohit
get?
Sharma is confirmed. Rohit
Okay,
Sharma is
cool,
confirmed. They've already
good.
locked it up. But
Yeah, because the whole.
yeah, so the Typical has said, all right, Sanju, KL, DK, Jitesh, and Jurel, time to pack your bags. Leave that Indian wicket. Dude, I think currently, based on what we've seen so far, and by the way, they have to announce the squads, if I'm not mistaken, after the first 6 matches of the IPL or something like that. It's some crazy shit like that. So, based on currently what we've observed, it is pretty much a toss up between Sanju and Rishabh Pant.
Hmm.
Jorel, I don't know why he's not getting a chance to bat. It's honestly just it's frankly disturbing and disgusting to me. Like I'm like, boss, he's an Indian cricketer. Okay,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
if you're a franchise, okay, just
yeah.
I'm just saying, just come on. Once literally a month back, you're like, this guy's Dhoni, and now you're like, he's not good enough to bat in the franchise. Just it's
Yeah.
bullshit. It's absolute nonsense. So yeah.
No, I think there's again, I feel like there is an element of teams not wanting to reveal their cards too quickly.
Yeah,
You know what I
probably.
mean? Yeah, and also teams do the math a little bit, and they all do the statistics and say कि यार ये है ना at the most मेरे को 4 मैच या 6 मैच देगा. Like ड्रेरस और अपना सुनील नारायण का भी तो यही है ना कि they know कि like even if they give them 6 matches each, or that's even a lot, I would say 4 matches each, because they are match winners unto themselves. तो वो वाला वो लोग शायद वो लोग उस हिसाब से देख रहे हैं उसको. जुरेल को बीच मिडिल ऑफ द सीजन तो लाएंगे.
Yeah, I mean, let's see, man. By the way, we have a super chat, which is great. It's the greatest moment of my career to have a super chat from Torque, who says, "Hey, bro, love your streams, watch them every day. What's your take on RCB? Whenever Kohli gets out, only they lose, and I feel 300 will be scored in this IPL. Oh, please, yeah, I hope not. But thank you, by the way, for your
300 300
Canadian
will be
dollars, by the
scored.
way.
Oh, thank you.
$7 Canadian is almost 600 rupees. It's
Almost.
great. Thank you so much. I'm hoping for
Superb.
Canadian citizenship soon, so this is fantastic. Thanks a lot, Torque. But yeah, I hope they don't cross 300, but you actually like it's going to happen. What do you
I
think,
think
Aakash?
it depends on how bad things get for the government. Like if one more big scam comes out, तो 330 भी possible है मतलब.
It's not tied into politics a lot.
Yeah, it's like मतलब अडानी का शेयर ना गिरे उसके लिए कुछ भी भाई. Like क्रिस गेल आके मार के जाएगा.
By the way, this is one of the most bizarre comments I've ever got, and I have to. The account itself is fantastic. Sorab looks like what Chat GPT would produce when I prompted to imagine Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi as a millennial influencer with serious chomugeri, which is a fantastic comment, and I hope to aspire to such greatness, but I don't think I ever will. But thanks a lot that you think. First of all, thanks a lot that you think I'm millennial, and thanks a lot that you think I'm an influencer. And all of that, it's great. But yeah, so who from my end, I mean, if you're just talking about the wicketkeeper slot, again, it's Samson and Rishabh Pant. I have zero faith in KL and T20s, and I don't think him
Yeah.
opening for LSGs is anyway the right sort of thing to communicate. Jorel's not got enough chances. Jitesh has not really done that well so far in the IPL. But again, I think we still have about 3 more or 4 more matches, so you never know.
Yeah, I think I'm so like very much hoping Pant, and if Samson hits back end, so I'm sure, like for sure.
By the way, Akash, I have to ask you this. Nitish Rana, who is
What
a
happened? Is
former,
he around? Who is he playing for now?
he's a former captain of Calcutta, and he's not even in this
Yeah.
side. Do you think this is the worst treatment of an ex-captain in this
Is
IPL?
he in the team still? I
You
thought
didn't
they
hear what I
dropped him.
said. I said, is
I
this the
thought they.
worst treatment of any ex-captain in this IPL? Do you think?
Oh,
Do you
I
think
mean,
that's?
it's almost as bad as sending them to the boundary, but like
my son was asking. I was going to say my dad, and then I realized maybe my son is
Hey,
treats me
the
like I'm
son
his
is
son.
the father of the of the father.
Oh, oh yeah. Yeah. By the way, Ivan Roderick says Rana injured. Okay, then it's fine.
Oh, thanks, Ivan.
Yeah.
Hey, Ivan, how are you?
One more super chat we'll take. Gabriel says, nice to see you. Thanks a lot for your super chat, $100. Nice to see Aakash after a millennia missing your lockdown live stream, Sorabh, giving super chat from the first salary.
Wow.
Congratulations, Gabriel.
Congrats,
What a
Gabriel.
fantastic. What a waste of money for your first salary. But
Yeah.
really, really kind of you. And I hope you get whoever Gabriel's boss is, please give them bonus of 200 rupees. That is
God.
all I have to say. Since I'm an influencer, millennial influencer. By the way, it was hilarious to me that a lot of the commentators, okay, I mean, look, it's your job, and I get people make mistakes sometimes. But there was repeatedly somebody who kept calling Khalil Ahmed Ibrahim Khalil. Okay, and
What?
after a point, I was like, dude, can you stop? This is
Which
literally your
which
job. And
language was this?
it's a Hindi commentary. They kept calling him Ibrahim Khalil. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing here? Just
यार
please.
देश का
Uh,
भाई भी
uh,
गलत है. हाँ.
yeah. Okay. Let's do last couple of things and then we'll bounce. Again, if you want live streams for the rest of the matches, let me know and let me know which other matches you'd like to cover.
Yeah.
Akash, have you been following the IPL or because I know you were busy holidaying and living your
No,
life?
I've been following because I was holidaying. Now I don't know how it will go once the tour starts tomorrow. But yeah, I've been following. No, tell me, ask me the things. I will tell the things. Some of the matches I've only followed because Dhawan and I are playing long form Dream 11, which
Yeah.
goes on for the entire season. So yes, at least तीन player का तो मैं बात कर सकता हूँ जो हमने चुने थे उस मैच में.
नहीं तो अभी फेवरेट कौन है हुआ this is a simplest question to ask. Tell me the two moments where one is where you are like, dude, awesome, absolutely enjoyed it, and tell me a cringe moment where you're like, why you did this.
All of Mumbai's matches have been cringe moments for me. Every decision has been a bad decision. Like कुछ भी हो रहा है बेंच कुछ भी हो रहा है हार्दिक को कभी कभी नहीं आना लेट आ रहा है कभी जल्दी आ रहा है कभी कभी गलत टाइम पे कोई बंदा कहीं कुछ कुछ भी हो रहा है ब्रो कुछ भी हो रहा है ब्रो बेचारा टिम डेविड को बीच में भेज दिया एक बारी जल्दी और अगली बारी लेट भेजा तो पहले पीयूष को भेज दिया मैं मतलब मैं चुत मतलब मैं बहुत साल से फैन हूँ यार like how can you do this. I've been watching cricket for too long. It hurts too bad. Like and after last World Cup, you're doing shit like this. It really fuck with me. And I think good moments was Delhi beating Chennai was a fucking great, always a great moment because like it's I mean you don't just get to beat Chennai. It's always like a task. So that way it was
Yeah.
superb to watch. Really looking forward to like I really think Chennai is gonna be in the final again, dude. Like I feel like they'll just figure it out somehow and they're doing also pretty well. I think Ruturaj needs to get into the group first. बाकी तो सब लोग एकदम tight ही लग रहे
Yeah. By the way,
हैं.
Stijit says, behave, Akash. Please behave. It's very, very important to say. Dude, okay, I was thinking about this, okay? I was trying to, okay, just bear with me for 2 minutes, okay? I was trying to think of what this whole Hardik, and I know that, again, we're coming to Mumbai Indians, but let's be honest, it's like, it's the most exciting story in the IPL, okay? Forget everything
Yeah,
else. It's gossip, and we love gossip. No matter what industry you're in, you love gossip, and this is
yeah,
gossip. It's like Salman and Katrina finally got married. That's the ultimate gossip. It's gossip, so we have to talk about it. Okay, the way I figure this out is, and please bear with me, okay, which is that there is a company, okay, and they sell wool, which means they work like 2 months in a year, okay, and they have a CEO who is very reputed, right, and he's been doing the job for about 7 years, and he's been doing it well. They've been number one in selling wool, and it's basically 2 month a year job, and they've been doing it well, right? And he just not been doing well for about 2.5 years. Okay, but because it's only 2 months job, he goes out and his other businesses are just thriving. He's selling pumpkins to Syrians. He's doing a lot. He's just flourishing. His NGO business is doing a lot. He's helped refugees across the world, and people are like, oh, this guy's amazing, right? His main business, which is what he's in, is not working. right? And then one day they discover this other guy who sells wool in Gujarat, which is a very specific wool. Now this guy likes Gujarat, but he's also an alcoholic. He lives in Surat. He likes Surat. No problem with Surat. But he misses Mumbai. Mumbai bull he misses because he's like, I want to go out drinking every night. So I just want to go drinking, right? So they basically come and in the night, they're like, dude, this guy's not working. Everybody likes him, but here he's not working. So overnight, in a span of 2 days, they suddenly tell this guy who's in Surat, he's like, hey, why don't you come back here and just right? And become a CEO. And this guy becomes a CEO, right? And he's like, great opportunity for me to become CEO back in the place that I fucking love. Now, the problem is that let's call the guy who comes Hardi Sandhu. Let's just say that's his name. Okay. And this is a guy called Rohit Verma. Let's just say it. There's another guy called Surya Kumar Sharma. Fucking let's say it. And then more importantly, there's a lady called Jassi Brar, because this is not a cricket team, a men's cricket team. This is an actual office and women exist. Right. And all of them are also waiting to become CEO of this bloody company. And then suddenly this guy comes, Hardi Sandhu comes from outside. He used to be their friend and he comes inside. And they're like, dude, what the fuck? And then he's like, why are you angry at me? He's like, motherfucker, at least you should have called us and told us that you're planning to do this. Right? And now what happens is that all of this shit has gone down. And then they discover that all of this has been aired on a new show called Big Boss International, which is about who's the boss. Is this...
That's lovely, but let me put it in a dare I say adult way. Okay.
Yeah.
Look, it was always between Hardik and Bumrah. Okay, everyone in Mumbai kind of knew that. Okay, the problem with Bumrah, and these are fucking exceptional players, the lot of them, boss. But the problem with Bumrah is that he often breaks. He breaks slightly more often than Hardik used to break before he fixed his bowling action, right?
Yeah.
So then who do you pick? You pick the guy who's going to be there most of the matches, as opposed to the guy who's going to be there for less number of matches. Is Hardik Pandya the wrong option for Mumbai captaincy? I think absolutely not. The guy comes with an infectious, great energy. Right now he's been backed into a corner. I feel bad as a Mumbaiker that our people are fucking screaming boo and all. Like, it's not nice. If Sanju Manju has to tell you to be nice, like, what is going on, bro? Like, so that way, it's a tough transitional pain, man. But we have no choice. Mumbai has absolutely no choice. The contingency plan got away from us. I think if anything, Mumbai is not gonna back down from the decision. They're not going to pull a Jaddu, or they're not gonna do what KKR used to do, fucking dropping captains left, right, center. So I think in that sense we're gonna do fine. Like they'll keep him. भले एक दो सीजन, मुंबई हमेशा लंबा, बहुत वो ब्रेविस को इतने सीजन से पकड़ के रखा है कलेजे को दबा के. हाँ, क्या करता है वो, बेच के गलत टाइम पे भेज देते उसको बेचारे को. So there is a plan. I believe that there is a plan. Look, the overlords always have a plan. So just believe in it,
Yeah. I like how you've given up. You're like, the overlords have a plan for us.
They own the thing on which you watch the thing. You understand? क्या level तक पहुंच गए? And you watch it on an internet connection that's owned by the same people.
Great. Dude, imagine, there's a proposition by Sunrisers Hyderabad to propose that the IPL comes on Sun TV. Know that came at some stage. They're like, guys, we have Sun TV. Is that an option?
Sun is a star, not a TV. They don't know what they're doing. And also, I feel like the one good thing about the IPL is that you guaranteed, no matter how much you analyze, whatever you do, random fucking shit is going to happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'd rather focus on the cricketing stuff. I feel really bad for Hardik Pandya. Like, I feel really bad for him because I feel like he just got caught like between a rock and a hard place. Is it wrong for him to want to be captain of the most successful franchise? No. Is it wrong for the franchise to want him to be captain? No. It just happened in a very awkward way because it's like fucking Indigo का flight, boss. सीधा मुंह पे नहीं बोलेंगे कि डिले होने वाला है. हर घंटे एक घंटा चोदू की तरह तुम्हें बिठाते रहेंगे. It's the same logic where just Indians are very bad at communicating. That's all that's happened here.
That is it. Whether you're running a massive franchise team or an office, that sells woolen clothes
wool,
in Mumbai.
yeah.
They're
Or
just
or
banned.
an airline or your dad talking to you about
Yeah,
sex. Like it's the same. It's the same problem.
yeah,
नहीं हो
yeah.
रहा
We're bad at. By the typical has said so. Basically, Succession on the basis of what I said
है.
about the woolen stuff. And Strijit says Aakash feeling for another Gujju. And Strijit also has rumors that are flying around. By the way, if the inside information is to be believed, I think made 50 crores from the transfer fee apart from his salary. By the way, happy for him, man. I'm glad an Indian player
Yeah, man.
made more money than bloody Stark and Pat Cummins.
Yeah,
Like,
bro.
happy for
And
that.
finally, dude. And also, like, you have to realize that we also belong to a career where, like, it's limited. We know it's limited. Theirs is even more limited. So, do you blame
Yeah.
someone for trying to cash in at that time? Fucking Indian players can't even go outside to play like everybody else does. और उधर तू सोच बॉस exchange rate तू समझ रहा है
Yeah.
लाइक 100 में इंडियन प्लेयर्स खेलेंगे पाउंड में कमाएंगे 1 पाउंड 100 रुपया लाइफ बदल जाएगा कितने सारे प्लेयर्स का सो इफ
भाई
यू
अभी मैं एक हाईलाइट रील देख रहा था where Rahul Dravid was man of the series for a series in England and they gave him 4,000 pounds in 2011 or something like that. I'm like भाई मतलब exchange
क्रेजी
rate 4 लाख रुपया मिला है मैन सीरीज मेरे my
या
god and in India they were like 50,000 bucks and he's like
या
and cut to now Hardik Pandya is making 50 crores. I'm
या
happy for I'll tell you what I kind of disagree with the fact that booing him in Wankhede was untold because we still don't know what happened. So I'm like, okay, you've had your fun. It's done. Let's say crime and punishment. Let's say Hardik. Let's say that what you believe is that Hardik screwed over his friend or whatever it is, right? What is the crime? What is the punishment? Punishment is done now. It's over. आगे बढ़ो. It's over. You've had your fun. You've gone ahead and humiliated an Indian cricketer, whatever it is. And
या
fine, maybe it comes with the territory or shit like that. Let's just stop now. And I think, frankly, everybody who said something about this, including Sidhu, they said that the solution to this is success. The
या
second Mumbai wins, the second they win, it's all going to stop. And I think Hardik knows that, which is why the pressure on him is so much. But I think it's done now. Like he's a cricketer I've really admired for a very long time. And whatever we perceive as the thing, it's over. Abhi aage badho, let's behave like people and not behave like all of us. Dude, this is what I like, by the way. Sorry to cut you. This is what I like. I like anytime something like this happens, all of us, okay, all of us who are in judgment of whoever the fuck, we behave like we are just infallible, perfect human beings who have committed absolutely nothing unethical. If
या
this is unethical, we still don't know what's
या
happening. We just
या
assume that, oh my god, हम तो हैं महान, तुमने गलती की है, हम तो मतलब ओहो दूध, whatever. So yeah, please go ahead.
No, I mean, look, when the news is bleak, no, you can always start the newspaper from the sports section because sports always celebrates human achievement. It doesn't fucking kick us in the dirt when we're down. It's not about how badly you lost or how you fucked up. It's about how you stood up and you fucking did the thing. You know what I mean? So like those
Yeah,
values also, if you lose, then फिर बचा क्या है ना? फिर match भी मत देखो, सीधा Dream 11 ही करते रहो पूरा time. Like then there is no soul to it, right? Like so the soul is in the fact that like that's why we love sport fucking stories, right? Like match with Hanuma and Ashwin just standing around all day. Fucking looks boring to a politician, but if you follow the narrative, it's fucking phenomenal. It's human resolve. And I think on some level, whether as funny as it sounds, this is Hardik being tested and tried, and we have to see his resolve, like and yes, he gets annoyed and you can see it on his face. But boss, when he strikes back, na, like public भी पलटी हो जाएगा एकदम जल्दी जल्दी हो जाएगा. Celebrate
yeah,
the good
and
things.
yeah, and by the way, G has come up with how much did he get paid to talk positive about Hardik's sellout? I wish I got paid. By the way, I have done a video with Mumbai Indians, which is probably going to come out at some stage. But even if I hadn't done a video with Mumbai Indians, I would have still said the same thing because as somebody who's received public hate in a way smaller sphere, I have a lot of empathy for somebody going through something like that on a massive scale.
Yeah.
The amount it fucks with your head is crazy. Like the thoughts. Like, I mean, both of us have been through it. You talk to comedians, you talk to influencers.
Yeah.
Both of us have been through a thing, but the kind of thoughts that go through your head is scary as fuck. And the amount of shit you have to fucking deal with to get yourself to a point where you are a functional human being is a lot. So I'm just saying that imagine this situation which is multiplied by 100, and please understand a very simple thing. You still don't know what happened. Right?
Yeah.
If you were to give me a choice between Rohit Sharma and Hardik Pandya, I love Rohit Sharma way more. I think Rohit Sharma is he's one of my favorite cricketers of all time. I love his dynamics off the field. He's one of the funniest human beings out there. He's a brother to everybody out there. I love Rohit Sharma. Please don't get me. I love Rohit Sharma and Bumrah, currently my two favorite cricketers in the planet. Right. Yeah. But having known nothing about what's happened, having known nothing, the punishment has been done. Move on. Here is my bigger question to you. What is missing in your life that this hole needs to be filled?
It's true. It's a very legit question, man. Ask yourself that shit. Also, like also, like I feel like on some level you have to realize that certain behavior befits a 12-year-old. You know what I mean? Like, मेरा play your best. You know what I mean? Like, come on, dude. थोड़ा ऐसा सेल्फ रिस्पेक्ट का भी सवाल होना चाहिए ना तुमको अपने आप में कभी-कभी कि क्या फालतू चीज पे मैं फोकस कर रहा है. It'll be fine. As soon as they start winning, it'll be fine. And if they don't start winning, then it'll be fine. That's what it is to be a fan. Ask a Liverpool or Arsenal fan. They'll tell you कि ऐसा टीम गू खाता है फिर भी साथ में खड़ा रहने का रहता है पागल.
Anyway, see, this is when I realized Mumbai Indians has become like England in Test. When no matter what match you're talking about, eventually it's like, तो Mumbai Indians के बारे में आप ये क्या रहे हैं? This is DC versus KKR. But also, dude, just to conclude all of this, fantastic. KKR is having a great year, and it's almost like turning back the years with Sunile Narine opening and all the rest of that stuff. And I know Gambhir is another guy who gets a lot of hate. And again, just across the board, seems like a fantastic coach, and seems like, I mean, maybe misunderstood, etc., etc. I've been shitting on him for a very, very long time, but basis the results, seems like a great coach.
Yeah. Wait, who?
Gautam Gambhir.
Oh, sorry. I can't see him as anything but member of parliament. It's very difficult. Honorable member of parliament.
He quit it for IPL, dude. Commitment, देख लो.
अच्छा गाइस, मैं टूर पे है ना, तो ये वीकेंड गुजरात है, अगले वीकेंड हैदराबाद नहीं पुणे है, उसके बाद हैदराबाद बैंगलोर है, उसके बाद लंदन है, और उसके बाद ऑस्ट्रेलिया है जून में. तो जरा सब टिकट देख लेना. गुजरात प्लीज आ जाओ. गुजराती शो और वेडिंग शो, ठीक है, ये वीकेंड को आ जाओ प्लीज. टिकट बेचने का है ना.
So Aakash, I put his links in the description. तो अगर बाद में देख रहे हो तो जाके देख लो. मतलब सारा है डिस्क्रिप्शन के अंदर.
और मैं YouTube वीडियो भी डाला है. अभी मैं भूल गया, देखो YouTube वीडियो डाला है, देख के आओ मेरे चैनल पे. वो भी लिंक नीचे. Sorry.
By just before I leave, Burner has said Sunile Narine can play a great henchman in a Bollywood movie. He plays the henchman who makes like 7 witty dialogues and then gets murdered before the end of the first half, which creates the problem between the two gangs. So
I'm telling you, corrupt cop. That is the that is the look, man. Aviators, topi. Somebody please Photoshop this for me. It will be perfect. Or AI Sunile Narine as Maharashtra Police. It is perfect. License dakhwa. It's so good.
Just a small thing. I have a corporate show in Bangalore on 19th April. I'm not doing too many public shows. So if you happen to be in Bangalore, I'm doing a show on 18th of April where I'm doing some tried and tested jokes, some new jokes, a lot of topical content, probably recording a few reels, etc. So come on to Ministry of Comedy. Again, links in the description you can find. Sorabh.com. And also want to say I'm wearing a t-shirt that says The Man Who Lost India, which is my sister's book. My sister has released a book called The Man Who Lost India, which she herself has called her magnum opus. And I'm like, Meghna, other people are supposed to say it, but fine, you have confidence. Rian Parag also had confidence to connect it to cricket, and it's worked out well for him. So maybe this book is also like that only. So check out my sister's book, The Man Who Lost India. Meghna Pant is the name. You can check it out on Amazon. And if you find it interesting, please go ahead and buy. Last question we'll ask, and this comes from Mazhar Imam, who says, who's your favorite team, Sorabh Pant? Aakash, what's yours? And then I'll tell you mine.
My favorite team always Mumbai, bro. What is this? Like, it's not a question. Always.
Mine changes every single year. I realize the consistent thing across the board for me has always been CSK. I like CSK because of the Dhoni vibes. Currently, the two teams, the second team, if I was to choose a second team to support, I really like Rajasthan Royals because I'm a huge fan of Sanju Samson. I like that whole side. I like the way the Rajasthan Royals CEO, etc., communicates, etc. So I like RR. Don't mind KKR as well.
They do really great picking up old Mumbai players and using them against them.
Yeah. They're like, you know how on Amazon you have renewed options where it's like you put a laptop. Anyway,
Okay.
guys, thanks a lot for your support. Thanks a lot for watching all this rubbish. Really appreciate it. Hopefully, we'll do a live tomorrow. If not, I'll be back maybe on no Friday. I have a college show in Chennai, but I'll try and be back, and it'll be great. And Arindam Sen Vaishya has concluded fantastically. Who is this idiot who even don't know what Nara is not playing international cricket? We are cricket experts. We know a lot about cricket. We've written 19 books about cricket. Both of us have represented our state sides. Aakash Mehta played for West Bengal. He was a left-handed opener. He averaged 37.5. He was the only West Bengali opener. Let me correct you there, Arindam. I don't. I'm shocked that you don't know about the Ranji Trophy. Akash Mehta is the only player from West Bengal to have batted all 4 days of a Ranji Trophy semi-final. All 4 days he batted. First day he scored 1 of 306 balls. He's a great, great cricketer.
Yes.
You disrespecting great, legendary Indian cricketers shows how little you know about cricket, Arvind. You should be ashamed of yourself. Yes, that's about it.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. Take care. Love you all. Marry me. Goodbye. Ending the stream. And again, give a like and so more people watch it. Bye bye. Ending now.
Bye, bye.